Okay, this sum is you have given an array of integers, okay, and a target value. Okay, so you have to return the indices of two numbers that add up to the target. So if the target is 9, which two number if you add you'll get 9? You add 2 and 7, you get 9. Okay, so you have to return the index of these two numbers. So index of the two numbers is 0 and 1, and that is what should be your output. So input is your array of numbers and a target value, and output is the index of two numbers which add up to the target value. Okay, now how you can solve this problem? So there are two ways you can solve this problem. One is you can take 2 and then you keep one index here, and you keep on adding 2 and 7, then you add 2 and 11, then you add 2 and 15. Every time you check whether it is adding up to the target sum. When once you add up, then you can return the two index. You can put the two index in an array and you can return. And if it doesn't occur, then you have to take 7 and 11, 7 and 15. Then you can have to take 11 and 15. So here the time complexity will be order of n square, because you have to keep one loop you have to go over the thing, and the other loop should be going over the all other items, right? This will be order of n square, because one loop will be taking from for 2 you will have the outer loop, and the inner loop will be going from 7 to 15. Again the outer loop will stand in 7, and the inner loop will go from 11 to 15. Okay, so you need to have two loop, and the time complexity will be order of n square. But how to do it in order of n, right? In a single traversal, how you can find the two index? So for that, obviously, if you want to reduce the time complexity, you have to use extra space. So what we'll do is we'll use a hash map. So in the hash map, what I'm going to do is I'm just whenever I visited, right, I'm just going to store the value and the index in the hash map. So I visited 2. So 2 and the index is 0. Like that, I'm going to store in the hash map. Second time, 7 and 1. So whenever I visit a number, I'm going to store in the hash map. Okay, but before I'm storing, right, what I want to check in the hash map is whenever I get a new number, right, I have to check what is the other number should be present if I want to get the target. Suppose I see 11, right? I see 11. What is the other number should be present, so that if I add that number, you get 9. So the other number will be 9 minus 11, which is minus 2. So since on the first visit, I will first check what is the other number should be present in the hash map. So initially my hash map will be empty. I will take 2. What is the other number should be present? 9 minus 2 is 7. Okay, so it is not there in the hash map. Hash map is empty. So I will put 2 and 0. Second, I take 7. Let's assume that 7 is not here. Let's assume the 8 is here. And then 7 is in the last. Let's assume like that. I take 8. So what is the other number should be present? 9 minus 8 is 1. 1 should be present in the hash map. 1 is not present. I'll add the 8 and 1. 8 is in the index 1. Then I take 11. What is the other number should be present? 9 minus 11 is minus 2. Minus 2 should be in the hash map. It is not there. Then I'll add 11 and 2. Similarly, 9 minus 15 is 6. 15 and 3. I add it to the hash map. Now, when I come to 7, right? What is the other number? If I add, I'll get 9, which is 9 minus 7, right? Which is 2. I'll check whether 2 is there in the hash map. It is there in the hash map. So I know the index of 7 and the index of 2 is there in the map already. So I'll put this index and the 7 index in an array. So 2 index is 0 and the 7 index is 4. I will put both the things in an array and I will return. Okay, this is the logic of using the hash map. Okay, so right, so the thing is, right, you have to add two numbers to get a target, right? So here, right, when I get a new number, right, so a plus b is equal to t. Now what will be a? it will be t minus b. So when a new number comes, target minus, when a new number comes, the target minus that number. This number, if it is present in the hash map, then we have got the two numbers. Okay, so this is the logic, and then how to code it? First, I declare the hash map. Okay, and I have declared a variable to find the target value, which is the thing, and then I have declared array of two numbers because I have to return an array of two numbers. Okay, and then I'm looping over all the elements in the array. Okay, and then for every number, right, what number I should search in the hash map, which will be the target minus that number. Okay, this is in the hash map as a key value pair, right? So this is a key, right? We are storing the number as a key, right? Whether the number is present in the hash map, you are checking. This is how you have to check. If number is present, I'm taking the index. Okay, first index will be whatever the index is there, and the second index will be the whatever index you got in the hash map, right? So I'm getting that index. So the index is actually the value in the hash map. So the get function, you are giving the key that will return the value 0. Both the thing I'm putting in the array and returning the array. Okay. If it is not there in the hash map, I'm just putting the value in the hash map, the correct number and the index I'm putting. Okay. Finally, if no match occurs here, right, I will return an empty array. Okay. So you can return like this, or what you can do is, instead of returning like this, you can also create a new array here and return. Right? How to create a new array here and return? The other way you can return array is, first this will new int of array will create an array, and the value you can specify in the curly braces. Okay, the two values, right, the two indexes I'm specifying in the curly braces. The value is not found, I am returning an empty array. This will create an empty array. This is the other syntax we can use.